This is the story of how I filmed the Complete Palmer-Hughes Accordion Course, all 10 books. At first, I began simply for my teaching work, recording pieces as demonstrations from students. But later, especially during the COVID years, when concerts were cancelled and musicians had no jobs, this project became something much more. It became my motivation, my way to keep playing, creating, and sharing music. The journey was very different from the beginning to end. Book 1 I recorded in just about 8 to 10 minutes. But the very last piece in Book 10, the great Minka Variations, took me nearly 8 months of study, practice and preparation before I was ready to record. Through all these years I filmed each book, from the first beginner notes to the advanced challenges of Book 10. And this is the behind-the-scenes story of that journey. The first book was really easy to record. It was almost pure sight reading. For musicians, sight reading means you simply open the music score, in this case the entire Book 1, and play it straight through, from the beginning to the end, without prior practice. And that's exactly what I did. It took me about 10 minutes to record the whole thing. Afterwards, I just cut out the page turns, added the song titles. At that time, I was using very simple program, Windows Movie Maker. And that was it. The video was ready for YouTube. This is the last song from Book 1. And students usually reach this point after about 5 to 8 months. I remember recording Book 2 at my music school. I think one of the students didn't show up for the lesson, so I used the time to record this video. It probably took me about 20 minutes to play all 18 songs from Book 2. What's interesting about this book is that it includes 2 very short, simple versions of songs from Book 10. Minka Variations, a Ukrainian song, and Scheherazade by Rimsky-Korsakov. In Book 10, of course, these pieces are extremely difficult and complicated. This is the last song from Book 2. Usually it takes about 1 academic year to finish a book, but some very talented students manage to play 2 books in a single year. Recording Book 3 took a bit longer, about 2 hours, because the songs became more sophisticated and I had to use bigger accordion. This one is Weltmeister, a German accordion. When you see my name, Yuri, on my accordions, that's just a habit. I put my name on almost every one of them. I started getting great comments on YouTube from all over the world. People who use this accordion method wrote to me saying that my videos are really helpful and that now they know how the song should sound. That was really encouraging. Books 1, 2 and 3 exist in 2 versions. One for button accordion and another for piano accordion. I actually started recording the piano accordion version of Book 1, 2 and 3 after I finished Book 7. My piano accordion students found it important not only to hear the music, but also to see the fingering visually. After finishing Book 9, I did something else with Books 1, 2 and 3. I recorded several courses for the educational site Udemy.com. There, I created beginner courses and added a lot more content, scales, technical exercises and explanations. So there are proper lessons, specifically for Udemy. But that came much later. For now, I just continued recording Books 4 and 5 in the same way. For these books, I used a Scandalli, fantastic Italian accordion. Basically, the first 5 books were recorded in just 20 days. After that, the story changed completely. starting with book 6, I took a completely different, more creative approach. For example, I began using video editing skills. Like now you can see 5 Yuris playing at the same time. I also started incorporating my knowledge of other musical instruments and making changes to the songs, such as creating my own introductions. I don't follow notation literally anymore. I take a more creative approach. In this song, for instance, I play many instruments: Russian balalaika, piano, I also sing and whistle. I recorded all the audio, but I wasn't sure what to do visually, so I just left it with a photo and didn't make a video for this particular song. Here on the right hand side, you can see a big mistake in my video production. During filming, I think I had something wrong. I couldn't fix it at the time. Back then, I had just started using the video software VSDC. So I didn't really know what to do. That guitarist on the right ends up playing in a tiny box, which looks silly. Now I know I could have just removed that video. Also, I started using digital accordions. This is book 7. Here I used a backing track, which I recorded on the keyboard, you can see in the video. On top of that backing track, I'm playing another Roland digital accordion. Now, there are several ways to record videos where multiple Yuris play different instruments. One popular method is using a green screen, but in this case I didn't use it. Instead, I fixed the camera in one position and recorded each of the 6 musicians one by one. I usually use my mobile phone to record all my videos, so it was very securely fixed. Then, with video editing software, I try to make the stitches invisible, so it looks like everyone is playing at the same time. The audio can also be recorded in different ways. For example, in this song, 4 Yuris, guitar, accordion, cello, and I think ukulele, I had already recorded in the audio earlier on that portable recording studio. Then in the video, I was just pretending to play while following what I recorded. This song, La Comparsita, was completely transformed. It's a very famous tango, Comparsita. There are so many versions to listen to on YouTube, but I did something completely different. I kept the harmony exactly like original Comparsita, but I completely reinvented the melodies. I created entirely new melodies for the right hand while keeping the harmony just as it is in original. This is another famous song, Torna a Sorrento, Return to Sorrento. It's a very well-known tune. Again, to do something different, I decided to sing it, and I sang it in Russian. I made some changes to the melodies, used the translation I found somewhere, and added a few of my own lyrics as well. This is book 8. Here I'm playing a famous composition by Johann Sebastian Bach. I don't think I changed anything. I'm playing it exactly as it is notated. This is the famous Saber Dance by Khachaturian. I remember why I created this introduction. I wanted to make sure people understood that everything is played live. For example, in the right hand you can hear 2 sounds, the accordion sound and a marimba-like sound. The left hand has the accordion, the double bass sound, and some percussion sounds. So everything you hear here is performed live. This is España. I recorded the audio on my portable recording studio, and instead of making a video, I just added some photos from my trip to Spain. And Book 9 was recorded in the same way. Sometimes I used some of my old recordings and just added the music notation to them. In Book 10, of course, we have very virtuosic compositions, for example, Flight of the Bumblebee. I actually recorded this several years ago, before I started filming the Palmer-Hughes Accordion Course. This is my setup with the green screen. That way, you can put any kind of background behind me. This is the last song from Book 10, called Variations on the Ukrainian Theme, Shon Minka. Shon Minka is the German title. In Russian, the song is called Ехал казак за Дунай. I spent about 8 months studying this song, figuring out how to record it, how to film it, what instruments to use, arranging and recording the backing track, and finally making the video. So, all in all, it was a very long journey just to record one song. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to study the accordion, I'll put some links in the description below. Thanks again and see you in the next video.